Hello and welcome back to Shakesyear. We are working on the second Maiden's tragedy, and we get to hear from Lady in Act 2, Scene 1. Lady is the wife of Gavinius and is being held kind of in her own house with her own husband, Gavinius. And yeah, it's not really that bad of a punishment for her. But her father, Helvetius, is furious with her because she scorned the tyrant king, who Helvetius is trying to kiss the butt of the tyrant king because he just kind of wants to be in favor with whoever happens to be in power at the time. So he came to visit her and he's like, "You ungrateful child, I'm even ashamed to call you my daughter." And she's like, "Well, but if I was a shepherd's daughter, I'd actually be a lot happier than I am now." And he continues on her. He's like, "What are you doing with all of this other than serving yourself and forgetting about your family, forgetting about me? Like, I could have a good place in the court if you would just go along with this sort of thing." He's like, what are you even thinking? What are you accomplishing other than being selfish and forgetting your dignity?" And she says, "Sir, your king did well amongst all his nobles to pick out yourself and send you with these words. His politic grace knew what he did, for well he might imagine none else should have been heard. They'd had their answer before the question had been halfway through. But, dearest sir, I owe to you a reverence, a debt which both begins and ends with life, never till then discharged, 'tis so long lasting. Yet could you be more precious than a father, which, next to husband, is the richest treasure mortality can show us? You should pardon me, and yet confess too that you found me kind, to hear your words, though I withstood your mind." So the first half of this, she's standing up for herself. She's saying, it's a good thing you're my dad, because nobody else would be allowed to speak to me the way that you just spoke to me. Nobody would be able to ask that question. They would know the answer to that question before they even asked it. So that's kind of a lot of nerve that you have coming and asking. But I am your daughter, therefore I owe you this reverence. I owe you some sort of respect until the day that I die. But also, you could be so much more. You could be so much kinder if you pardoned me and acknowledge the fact that I'm treating you with kindness in all of this. Pardon me for putting up with you, kind of I should get some credit for still remaining kind while you're speaking to me this way. And Helvetius is like, "You know what? Okay, fine. You're right. And yes, I should be kinder to you. So you know what? I forgive you. I pardon you. If you want to be with Gavinius, be with Gavinius. But will you do me one little favor?" And she's like, "Of course I'll do you a favor." And he says, "Let me choose your friend." And she's like, "My friend?" Because by friend, he means, let me pick out the person that you're going to sleep with, even though you're married to Gavinius. Let me set you up with a little something on the side. And he is going to expound on why this is so important in his monologue that we will hear tomorrow. So I'll see you then for that.